All right, everyone. Well, we've got some news and announcements for today in Raid Shadow Legends, so let's jump right to it. And just a quick overview of what we're going to go over today. First of all, on the list, the biggest announcement of the day, that is some new information about 1.15, including the official introduction of arena tournaments, as well as a bit of information about how they are going to work. Next up, we have some weird login issues that have been happening this morning, but they have not been affecting everyone, only certain people based on the device or the region that you might be playing in. So getting into a little bit about how you might be able to solve those issues if you are one of the people affected. And finally, just an overview of what's going on in the game right now when it comes to events and tournaments. But let's get into that really big announcement that we have about patch 1.15 and the introduction of arena tournaments. So this was posted on the official Raid Shadow Legends Facebook post not that long ago, actually, only about 30 minutes or so at the time of me recording this, so this really is brand new information. And if you take a look at their Facebook page, you'll see this right here. And I'm going to go ahead and show you guys another version here without the actual picture, just so it's a little bit easier to read and see on the screen, but this is the full post that they put up on their Facebook. But here's the easier to read version. So, greetings Raider, update 1.15 is coming, and it's going to introduce a number of smaller QOL improvements and features to the game. We wanted to announce one of them in advance so you are prepared, namely the arena tournaments. Battle other players, get tournament points for your victories, and earn your prizes in the scorching sands of the arena. Now, this is a pretty important note right up here. Very interesting. When I read this, I was actually a bit surprised because this could mean some interesting things about the future of Arena. Keep in mind, this will not be based on the number of medals you receive. Only successful arena battles that you've initiated will count. So 2 important points kind of in that sentence right there. First of all, the points in the actual arena tournaments are not going to be calculated based on the medals that you get, rather just if it's a victory or not. And the other important point is defense is not going to have any kind of impact on your tournament score. Keep an eye out for news after 1.15 goes live. The first arena tournament is likely not going to be launched on the same day, but it won't be too long either, so prepare your arena teams in advance. So don't expect the first arena tournament the day that 1.15 launches. However, when 1.15 does launch, my guess is it'll probably be added to the current schedule of the tournaments that we have available to us right now. So we've got the champion chases, we've got the dungeon tournaments, and with the mix of everything we have right now, they're just going to kind of throw arena tournaments as one of the possibilities, what tournaments they might launch when they do decide to run them in game. So a couple of interesting things though. So it's based off of your wins and not actually from the medals that you get. Defense is not going to have an impact on your score as well. So I was thinking about this a little bit right here, and I wonder, what do you guys think? How is this going to affect Arena as we kind of see it right now? If you are going to have the highest advantage, kind of making sure that you stay in an area where you are killing easy teams to get easy victories where you don't risk that loss, because if you get a loss in Arena, what happens is you just waste that Arena token, and obviously Arena tokens are a pretty valuable resource given that they regenerate only once per hour. So if you want to maximize your Arena score, but you don't get points based off of the medals that you get, only the actual wins, it seems to me, at a first glance anyway, without knowing much more about the system, it's going to make the most sense to actually not stay in those super high brackets. So what does this really mean for all of those Platinum Arena players? Are they actually going to maybe start to not stay in Platinum anymore? Maybe they're going to go back to Gold, where they know 100% they are going to get those guaranteed matches where they are not going to risk any chance of losing. So let me know what you guys think, if you think this will affect people actually climbing up in the arena, or if you guys think that this just isn't really going to have too major of an impact on the arena system that we have right now and people aren't really going to think too much about it. But anyway, that's pretty much all of the information about the arena tournament. Now, something really interesting is I was actually a little bit surprised to see arena tournaments before another tournament that I have been waiting for a while, but honestly, this is something that was discussed a long time ago that we never got a big follow-up on. But if you guys are newer to the game, there was actually a little bit of discussion about Minotaur tournaments coming to the game. Now, I will say this was a very, very long time ago, posted by Cirilla on, let's see, wow, this was 7-8 months ago at this point. So yeah, definitely a while ago. Yes, Minotaur tournaments are very much possible. And honestly, Minotaur is kind of one of the last things to do in the game right now, where this is kind of the thing that I personally resort to when there's not really a lot of other stuff going on in the game. Like if there's no champion training and I don't need to level up food, if there's no dungeon tournaments that are running, Minotaur is one of those great things to farm overnight, first of all, because you know, it's more efficient to farm with energy than to spend the actual gems for your scrolls, but also because there's no tournament for it, when there's nothing else going on, it just makes the most sense to go, and that's, you know, the best time to do your Minotaur runs. But I was looking forward to possibly seeing a Minotaur tournament in the future, but considering this was posted such a long time ago, I'm not really expecting it to happen anytime in the future, especially now that we have arena tournaments as the announcement. And it makes sense, I guess, from Plarium's standpoint. You know, financially, I think they're probably going to make more money from a more competitive aspect of the game, like arena tournaments. You're taking two competitive aspects and you're mixing them together into one. You've got arena, which is already competitive, and then you've got tournaments, which of course are going to be competitive. So I definitely expect that Plarium is probably going to make a good amount of money from this nonetheless. Now, just a little bit of context behind when that was posted. You could see here that the discussions of Minotaur Tournament were going on at around the same time that they were talking about the Ultra Nightmare Clan boss being released. So, just gives you a little bit of a better sense of kind of when all of these talks were actually happening. Okay, so I wanted to ask the Diamond a little bit more information about this to see if he knows anything, because the Diamond, of course, was the first one to let me know about this. It is officially on the Facebook, though, so you guys can take a look at the actual official announcement here. And I wanted to see if the Diamonds knew anything more about these Minotaur tournaments. You know, it was a long time ago. I don't think the Diamond was actually even working for Plarium, or at least not publicly known to us at this time. Any word on Minotaur tournaments? I know Cirillo was talking about it a long time ago, but no update since. The Diamond replied, I don't have any info about such tournaments yet. I should have a couple of new updates tomorrow. So, interestingly enough as well, is this is not the only time the Diamond actually hinted that he has some more news that he wants to share for tomorrow. He also actually mentioned this earlier when I originally asked him. He said, hi Salt, yes, and then he linked the actual announcement for arena tournaments, and we'll have more news tomorrow. So I'm getting an understanding here. The Diamond has hinted several times now that there's more stuff that he can share tomorrow. I'm guessing there's probably something pretty exciting coming up in the future that he doesn't have the okay to share with us until then. So keep an eye out on the channel. As soon as I know and I get the okay, whatever this is, whatever the Diamond is eager to share with us, I will let you guys know as soon as possible. So that's pretty much the wrap up for everything tournaments related. And now let's talk about the actual login issue that is going on right now, because this is something that I experienced. In fact, it possibly caused the delay of the video today. I didn't know for a little while if I was even going to be able to log in. Those of you guys who are still experiencing login issues, I talked a little bit with the Diamonds, as well as the technical support in the Discord was posting a few comments about this. This is not affecting everybody right now. It's only affecting some people, which is why you're not seeing pretty much everybody panic. It seems to be region or device based. So I can say that myself, as well as a lot of other people that I know on the west coast of the United States, are all having login issues, as well as even some people in Canada in the west coast area also saying that they are not able to log into the game. Now, I was able to log in, but I tried a couple different things and they did work. So my suggestions to you are, first of all, device. If you have another device, if you're playing on your phone and you have a PC, try the PC. Plarium Play did not work for me for a while, so I switched over to BlueStacks and tried that. Also, what actually did the trick was using a VPN and actually just changing the location of where I'm trying to access the game. And as soon as I changed it from somewhere where it's not West Coast, I changed it to, I think, England or Ireland, one of those two. Now I'm actually able to log into the game. So that's the only suggestion I have. A couple of you guys have messaged me on Discord saying you're not able to log into the game. I had that problem, but that was my solution to it. So alright, and the last thing that I want to go over today is what we have going on in-game right now. Not a whole lot, but there's definitely not nothing. There's still a few things going on. So let's take a look at the actual events page here. This is the last day of that long arena assault. If you guys still haven't finished it, looks like I might have gone a little overboard on this one, but I had a lot of arena bags that are expiring soon, so I kind of needed to use a lot of those. But last day on that. And then we have this Dungeon Divers event that just started up as well. This is a big one, 8,000 point dungeon divers. And the rewards are not too bad. If you take a look, we have a legendary skill tome and an epic skill tome, as well as a void shard and some gems here. So not a bad one. Remember, for dungeon divers, you have the option to either continue farming food, because you still get those artifacts from the campaign, which will give you points to the dungeon divers, or you can farm it traditionally through dungeons. And the good news is, right now, we have a tournament for the dragon. So this is kind of the best efficiency right now, is running dragon for both the dungeon divers event and the tournament that we have going on right now. And the other good news is the dragon tournament has decent rewards. At least it's not, you know, it's not as bad as it has been. 5-star chicken is nice. Not a legendary tome, but you've got the epic tome and the chicken, so it's not terrible. And you've also got a decent amount of gems here and some additional rewards if you can place somewhere on the leaderboard. So that's kind of the pick right now for the dungeon divers. Most efficiency. If you want to continue farming food, though, that's totally fine, but it's a little bit less efficient than doing the dragon tournament and the dungeon divers at the same time. So that's kind of the wrap up of the current events that we have going on. So no summoning events, not really the best time to summon, so definitely hold your shards until we know what the next summoning event is going to be. I'm really hoping that it's sacred shards, because as you guys can see, I've got 8 of them saved up right now. But I'm really looking forward to that additional news that the Diamond is eager to share, so definitely keep an eye out on the channel. That will be coming out very soon, hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully there's no delays, so we'll have to see what that is. But with that all being said, that is going to be the video for today. I hope that you guys enjoyed, and if you did and you want more videos like this in the future, consider subscribing to the channel. If you want to help out, leaving a quick like means more than you can imagine, so thank you to all of you guys who do that. And more raid videos should be popping up on the screen right about now. Feel free to check them out, but if not, until next time, take care everyone, and this is Salt of the Salty Guild, signing out.